Hello, I'm Sharon VanVerth. I'm the executive chef for the Governor of Iowa, Terry Branstad. Today I'm going to demonstrate blueberry scones. I have a food processor that I make them in. So I start out with 2 cups of flour that I add to the processor, and then 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and a tablespoon of baking powder, and a pinch of table salt. I have taken a stick of unsalted butter and cut into eighths, and I add to the food processor. Okay, I'm going to turn this on for about 15 or 30 seconds. You can tell that the butter is incorporated into the flour. It doesn't take very long. And then I have 1/3 of whole milk that I'm going to pour into it. And the trick is after this is poured into, I'm going to stop and then pulse it a few times, because the trick is not to over process this, but okay. This is when you don't over process it is what makes the scone tender. And I've been told that I have the best scones. And I believe it because I've made a lot of them. So we have teas at Terrace Hill, and scone is our staple. So I have a little cup of flour. I've just put it dusting onto my rolling mat, or you can use your countertop or whatever, how you usually roll like a pie crust on, but it's definitely easier than pie. This is simple as a scone. So now we're going to, I put a little bit of flour onto my hands, and see it still feels soft, and so it's not like over processed. And then I'm going to add my 1/3 cup of blueberries, and you could add whatever type flavoring you want. Sometimes I use dried cherries, and that makes a really good one. So you've learned the basic dough and technique. So now I have these blueberries here, and I'm just going to fold it in. And give it one little flip, and kind of just to make sure they're all in their little nest there. But this looks good. So I take this and just shape it about a 6-inch circle, and like there's 2 fingers, maybe a 3/4 of an inch thickness. And then I use a pie cutter scale, so I just push it down a little bit to get my exact even. I cut the scone in eighths. So, and I'm using a pastry blade, and you can use just a regular knife. But okay, and you can see all these wonderful blueberries that are going to be scrumptious. And I've just set it on to my silicone mat that's on a baking sheet. You can use parchment paper. And then I'm going to brush some whole milk on top of the scone. And then sprinkle some raw sugar on top. Sometimes I do add colored sugars just for the fun, especially if you're having children. And then I'm baking it in a preheated 400-degree oven for 15 or 20 minutes, just till it is golden around the sides and lightly on the top. The scones have baked until they're golden brown, and you can see all these wonderful blueberries. And I like to serve them with lemon curd. I make a homemade lemon curd and included the recipe. And you just serve with a dollop. This is traditional in England, so it's wonderful with tea, and enjoy your afternoon.